Taurus placements. What's up? Hioka for Healing Warriors. What's up? We're going to do Taurus placement and see what's in the energy. What does Taurus need to know? Holy Spirit, Divine, Ancestors, Master Teachers, all those above, in the middle, and below. What do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? Call for help. Reach out. Need for backup. Admit your needs. Outsider, misfit, loner, wanderer. Somebody that may be natural, authentic, real. Maybe. Let's see what comes out. Jealousy, envy, punishment, and someone being enlightened or needing enlightenment. Someone that needs to recover or wants to come back around. That's the second time that showed up there. I'm going to break the book out for this to get a little bit more details. Because just like Cancers, I had to break out the book because some of the cards, I wanted to make sure I covered all the aspects of them. Call for help. It is wonderful to have foreknowledge of when you need to work with protection and shielding. This will help you immensely. Are you feeling hurt or attacked, weakened, or like a victim? This card is calling for you to protect yourself by clearing your space and working with a shielding technique that works for you. You can simply visualize yourself completely surrounded by a sphere-shaped field of soft white energy. Within this, you are safe and protected. Nothing harmful can reach you through this. Affirm you are safe and well and take steps to strengthen your body, mind, and spirit. Dare to try something unusual and innovative. It might just work. And I have stressed this using your own power, your own energy, your own imagination in your spell work or incantations, your protection spells or rituals. It's always more powerful when you use your own power. Why would you trust another's that's on the same mission, walking the planet, when we all must find our direction from within? Others are just here to help, assist, guide maybe. But all help is not all good help. All assistance is not all good assistance. Always use your intuition. We have jealousy on the table. That is one reason why you must pay attention. So you're being called to ask for help when needed. You have been given blessings, an opportunity to find your own way and see the world from a unique perspective. This will give you great creative, artistic, and spiritual opportunities. It's just saying what I just said. Call your ancestors. Call upon your higher self. Ask your ancestors for help. Be confident and sure in yourself. There's no need to look at others and be jealous. There's no need for envy or to feel to punish another because they are making changes or have something or doing something that you're not doing. You're two different people, two different journeys, and everybody's path is different. No one can tell you your path. And this is one reason why you need to know your own, because there's people jealousy. The Lamia teaches us that you need not accept what people say about you. You are beyond their judgment. Their words are false. You need never live up to them. You are trustworthy and a beautiful soul. And the curse side of that is there can be cruelty, bullying, and difficulty in life. There is some of this about you at present. Words can be harmful. Take steps to minimize the impact. That is the curse of jealousy. Misspeaking, assuming, making judgment calls, being cruel. But one in the upright, in their north node, they already know. They already know. They've been enlightened of this. And they have had the epiphany. They're very much aware and bored with it. They know they need to recover. I think we're going to be doing a lot of shadow work type readings coming in and going into the new year. Maybe a lot of lessons. A lot of people, we're all on different levels. There are new people awakening. We had shifts, more very powerful, so I'm sure that was a massive awakening. Your first call, and always and only call, should be within yourself and speaking and connecting with your ancestors, your guides to connect. It's not just something that you say, it's something you do and live. We hear it all the time. People are like, oh, my ancestors, my ancestors. What ancestors? Which ones? What is your lineage? What lifetimes have you lived? Do you remember? People are jumping the gun when there's steps to leveling up in ranks. A lot of people awakening. For a while, I thought that a lot of people felt like it was going to be like some kind of zap that just zapped them and they were going to be like a superhuman or something. It doesn't work that way. Call for help. Call for your guides. Reach out. Meditate. Rest. Contemplate. Recuperate. And make a sanctuary. A place where you always go and you meditate and lay down, relax. Close your eyes and connect. You won't feel like a misfit or an outsider, even if you're just alone, in solitude, going through your, awakening, doing your shadow work. Outsider, give me a card on that. You'll have breakthroughs. You'll have new opportunities, and you'll be able to progress. Jealousy, envy, punishment. What do we need to know about this changing course? It looks like what's changing the course of this person is scrying, planning, taking opportunities for finances. So someone that needs to reach out to their ancestors and needs to go into meditation is feeling disconnected, like a misfit, not in touch with source. They used to feel fearless, but now they're feeling jealousy and envy because things are changing in their life. And they're getting messages. What are they finding out? What are they being enlightened with? What are they being enlightened about? Holy Spirit Divine. Prejudice, inequality, legal complications, and being dishonest. Oh, so this is one of those things where somebody got their ass chewed into and now they need help. Now they want to call on Source. Now they know what it feels like to be blocked out from Source. And I'm just seeing now these two little dragon babies. Instead of progressing, give me one on this. They need to compromise and move on from this jealousy. But they want generosity. They're making their money by their connection with Source. But they've come across complications because they're not connected. They're not compromising. It's a give and take even with Source. Give me one more card on this. Justice in reverse. Emotionally detached. They have too much going on in their mind. They're feeling discombobulated. Possibly about a star or something, or they just need hope. They're hoping for a rebirth. They want to renew. They want to say, I'm sorry. I was jealous. I was envious. What did you do? What did this jealous person do? They had need of control. They wanted to block changes. And this even fell sideways. Blocking changes, hoarding, and greed. They don't want to change. Being greedy. They want the life of luxury. They don't believe in karma and don't care about it. They're scrying and stuck. But yet, they still want the abundance and the elegance. They want the reward, but no effort. What's to come of this? Hoarder that's stagnated, that won't budge. They're being stubborn, resilient. May have something to do with a partnership. Why are they standing guard, trying to protect this? Because they did spell work. They want to get away with this tricky schemes and lies. They want it to become balanced, but the temperance angel is here. The temperance angel is aware of the sneaky tricks and the spell work. The sword is up. Queen of Swords energy. So we're enlightened on this. Are they going to get away with this sneaky? Wow. They're staying consistent. Strong-willed. They're determined to get away with this star. And there we see the star. That they want to put boundaries on and cause loss and grief. So they want to come in passionately. So they need help. because they feel like an outsider. But they won't compromise. So they're jealous, hoarding, scrying, with no direction. They don't even believe in karmic justice. And they're being stubborn. And they're being stubborn because they've been using magic and they want to get away with what they've gotten, what they've been doing. But there's temperance here. Aware of their forward steady movement toward this star to cause heavy burden and sorrow. They're enlightened on this. Give me a card on this enlightenment. The one that's being enlightened is recovering from financial loss, forgiveness, overcoming adversities, and having positive changes. Protected by a higher authority. With the knowledge. When knowing when to call upon our ancestors and when to call for help, period. 3D, 5D. A call was made, you connected with your ancestors, and now looks like shit's hitting the fan. And things are being all seen of what they wanted to bring into this star energy that made the call for help. Give me a card on this star. They're chasing. They have a fear of losing this star energy. They're dependent on this star. They're dependent on being able to put this weight, this burden on this star. Not even a twin flame. There's no love connection. It's not a match. They're expecting love calls, but that ain't coming in. What is this twin flame in reverse? Separation. They're sad and bitter and missing you, thinking about you, and uncertain of their future. They're worried about their love life and your love life, what's coming in for you. They're wondering if you're going to get struck by a Cupid's arrow while they're stuck out in the cold. What do we need to know about this reward and recovery that this person is not in? Because they're not stuck on a key on a ring. They know that they only want to come in and play a sad song over the breakup that had occurred. Something that you've healed and rejuvenated from and standing guard against. Higher authorities, and I'm speaking higher spiritually, is helping you and assisting you in your recovery and your comeback from this heartbreak that they continuously want to cause you. But you stand your guard because you already know you're not one for a key on a ring. You're not one for many options to be held captive for a one-night stand or to be strung along. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Peace.